25 ACP. Can it get any likes? 25 ACP has been around a long time, and lately it doesn't get much attention. Make sure this weapon is clear. It's got the little tip-up barrel, so that makes it easy. Drop the magazine out. Nothing to see here. Firearm is empty. 25 ACP was popular for a long time, especially with these little vest pocket or mouse guns, whatever you want to call them, mini mouse guns, and fell out of favor in the late 70s or 80s when the Gun Control Act came in and all the little cheap Saturday night specials were banned. But they're still around. I don't know that anybody, maybe Phoenix Arms makes a 25 ACP, but I don't know of anybody else that's really producing a pistol in 25 caliber. And it makes me sort of wonder why. Here you can see we've got a magazine loaded with some 25 ACP. They're a center fire cartridge, not to be confused with 22 long rifles and shorts and all that, which are rim fired. And you got to wonder why the gun manufacturers spend so much time and effort trying to spit out the latest greatest 22 rim fire when 25 ACP is out there. Wouldn't it be better to have a small caliber center fire cartridge that you could pretty much depend on to fire every time you pull the trigger versus a rimfire cartridge that is fairly undependable? We kind of lined up some rounds here just to show the difference. We have 22 rimfire. This is 22 Magnum. We snuck a 223 in there just for giggles. Here's a 25. This is a 32, and a 380, and a 9mm, and a 45. And of course there are 38 specials and 357s and 44s and all those things, and 10mm in between. But quite honestly, all of these with the outside, we'll take that 223 out of there. All of these other calibers are just kind of not given much credibility. 32 is still produced and should be popular, but why, you have to ask yourself again, why aren't the firearm manufacturers making modern large capacity 25 automatics? How about Taurus? How about a TX25 instead of a TX22? 15 rounds of 25 ACP. How about a Ruger SR25? Same deal. Smith & Wesson M&P 25 compact. Wouldn't that be nice? Maybe 20 rounds. Kel-Tec, where are you? 25 rounds of 25 ACP. That ought to be interesting. It just kind of puzzles me. Maybe it's a waste of time. Maybe it's cheaper to make 22 long rifle cartridges. But since the firearm manufacturers are forever looking for the latest, greatest, new old thing to come out with, and there's a whole generation of people that are getting older, and a lot more women get involved in shooting, and these high caliber handguns, 9mm, 45, and so on, not so much with the 380, but can be fairly difficult to work the slide, and recoil can be an issue with older hands. Why not make a high caliber, or a high capacity, 25 auto? I mean, there are a lot of people that for one reason or another carry a 22 for personal protection, Not really recommended, but people do it because easier to use. So how about a 25 auto? What seems to me ought to be much better. The 25 auto and the 22 long rifle are very similar in their velocities, can be. You see a lot of high numbers for the 22 long rifle. Most of them are done when the weapon is fired from a rifle, not a little short-barreled pistol. I just don't know. Seems to me like 25 auto ought to make a comeback. Went to a gun show the other day. Didn't really find any 25 autos. I mean, there were some old Ravens and things like that, but almost every ammo seller had 3, 4, 5 boxes or more of 25 auto ammunition, and it wasn't cheap, but in today's market it wasn't particularly expensive either. So there's plenty of ammunition around. Here you can see 22 long rifle and 25 ACP. I wouldn't want to get shot personally with either one of them, but it sure looks to me like the 25 is a better cartridge than the 22. There are a lot of indications that in 25 and 32 for that matter, you really want to use ball-nosed ammunition rather than hollow points, because of the lack of hitting power. The hollow point will just flatten itself against whatever it hits and not get any penetration. So in these small caliber rounds, you really want to use the ball ammunition. You can see the difference in the other end between the rim fire and center fire. And these 22 long rifles are harder to stack in the magazine than the center fire cartridges. We have a magazine with 25 ACP in it. It holds 8, I think. We have a magazine with 22 long rifle in, and they're kind of staggered and tilted so the rims don't interlock each other. That's another problem of the 22 long rifle. I think this magazine holds 10. And then we have 32 ACP. You can see the difference there between the 25 and the 32. I don't know. Maybe we need a 25 Plinkster to pop up and carry the flag for us here. There are plenty of people on the internet and forums and stuff, when you look around, that ask that same question: why not 25 ACP? And there are plenty of other people that go, it's a waste of time. You know, you shoot somebody with somebody or anything with 25 ACP, it just bounces off. So don't know, but it seems to me that the 25 ought to be better than the 22. So we had this Beretta the other day, so that's what piqued my interest in 25 caliber. It's kind of a neat little pistol. We went out in the back and fired around just to make sure that it functioned. It's kind of neat. Has this tip-up barrel, and you can just stick around in there and close it up and fire the round, and then if your magazine's full, it'll chamber the next round. Beretta is one of the better manufacturers, and this Beretta 25 Auto is one of the better ones you can find. Believe it or not, they still make a pistol like this, Tomcat and the Bobcat, and they are in 22 long rifle or 32 ACP. They jumped right over 25 caliber, even though they already had the ability to make a 25 caliber pistol. I'm not quite sure why they would do that, but you know, they do their market research, and you know, 25 caliber, I guess, is not so popular, but I still just think that it got left in the dust. Maybe we can have our video go viral, and some gun manufacturer will go, hey, then there's an idea, let's make one of those. We'll have to see.